Hello, everyone. My name's Dean. Let's talk crypto. This is where you subscribe for daily Bitcoin updates and technical analysis. We track the price of Bitcoin as a proxy for the cryptocurrency markets at large. Today is December 17th, 2022. And others are fearful. Many people are, running away, putting their hands up, talking about Binance being illiquid or not having proof of reserves, like all this stuff. Like, this is typical bottom of the market behavior, right? Where people are saying, it's all a scam, it's all fraud, whatever. And that's perfectly fine. It's perfectly normal. Okay. If you study market psychology, you'll know that people are most negative. People are more and more detractors towards the bottom of a market because it's not showing strength. But that's precisely when you want to be a buyer. That's precisely when you want to pay attention. And for us who pay attention, more than the average investor, speculator, like, this is where we really get cheap supply. Okay, like, everywhere here is a great opportunity, to be honest. This is a particularly good opportunity, right? This FTX dip. But right now, what's happened? Okay, when in doubt, zoom out. Yesterday, not a good day, right? We had this big red candle, but at the end of the day, substantively, what happened? Nothing much. Okay, you're still making higher highs. You're still retesting old resistance as new support, right? We went up here, we matriculated to the upside, came back down. Okay, we can come down even a little further, and it's still a retest of support. Do you understand? Like, you're not making lower lows structurally. Okay, so there's nothing bearish about this. Okay, everything that this tells us is, if anything, we're not in a clean impulse. Okay, a clean impulse of 53535 impulse. Okay, that's not it. Okay, and it's even unlikely that at this point we're in what you would call a leading diagonal. Okay, we could be, but this is quite a throw under. Okay, I've referred to this concept of throw unders and throw overs in Elliott wave theory. When you channel price action and you dip under the support, that's called a throw under. You dip above or you wick above, that's a throw over. You could say that this is a throw under, but I would be hesitant to say that this is that this is impulsive price action. This is a leading diagonal. I feel like this is just a series of corrective moves that you're getting and that you will continue to get until you breach the top, basically the main resistance up here somewhere. Okay, so that's basically what I'm seeing on Bitcoin. Obviously, Bitcoin looks a lot better than some other altcoins. I'm going to show you an example. Okay, Algorand, for instance. Okay, now this is a completely different story, but not because it is completely bearish. No, it's just in a different market. How do I say this? It's doing something different. Okay, Algorand is doing something different. If you go on the weekly chart to really understand what's going on in Algorand, for instance, you have to go on a weekly chart. You have to see that, okay, for the life of this asset being traded on the open market, you've made a corrective move followed by a counter corrective move, and finally what looks to be an impulsive move that completes this corrective trend. Okay, this looks like a flat correction. Okay, you can't read it like you're reading Bitcoin because it's a different read altogether. This to me looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 situation. Okay, so I would not read Algorand like, oh, it's completely breached its bear market accumulation. Yes and no, because this in Algorand, although it looks like the same thing, right? a parallel channel that's been accumulation for the bear market. It is not. Okay, so this means that Algorand should be looked differently than Bitcoin, for instance, and a lot of altcoins are in that um, are are not necessarily doing the same thing and should be looked at differently. So it's important to put things in context, right? You can't look at everything and think that everything is doing exactly the same thing. Okay, so on the daily time frame, for instance, looking at Litecoin, you can see that, okay, this is kind of like Bitcoin, some sort of sorry, some sort of bear market accumulation, okay, and it is something that should be looked at similarly to what Bitcoin's in. Okay, looks like a series of consolidations, A/B basing, right? And now I think if you look at Litecoin, you can see a series of corrective moves taking you up and out. Okay, I think this is a zigzag. This is another zigzag. And finally, you're going to get an impulsive move. But I think basically what you're seeing is, if you think in terms of Wyckoff accumulation channels, you're getting that series of corrective moves taking you out of the spring. Okay, so I'm seeing this both in Litecoin and in Bitcoin, just to show parallels. I see this is a zigzag once more. This is another zigzag, and finally you get your impulsive move from around this area, okay, which represents the top of this bear market accumulation zone, okay, that you spent 150, 160 or so days in. Yeah, 150 days in. Okay, so that's what I'm saying. Everything's a little different. I'm just showing you different altcoins to say that the market should be read on a case-by-case basis to ascertain what we're actually doing in terms of bull market, bear market behavior. And is this really the end of the bear market? Did we break our bear market accumulation? Did we form a significantly lower low? Does that mean the bear market continues for much longer? Like what happened yesterday was, it was a big move, but big with with respect to what we've been experiencing, because we've been sideways. So that shocks the market. Okay. For instance, XRP, complete bear market accumulation, right? And you can see here series of AB bases, right? And this would be just a pivot, right? This would be a pivot in to end the bear market accumulation, to end the 2 degrees of AB basing and a pivot. Nothing's changed. The integrity of this channel remains. Excuse me. Okay. RSR, for instance, this is another altcoin, a little lesser known, but this, I believe, is another instance of a bear market accumulation that's held its structural integrity, right? From May until now, you've been in a channel, you've put in a series of, I would say, corrective patterns, counter corrective patterns, 2 degrees of AB basing, and a pivot. I think here, I would say that the 2 degrees, I think this was our zigzag, and I think this is a flat right here, and then this is the pivot. Okay, so 2 degrees of AB basing and a pivot. I think this is the pivot. Okay, and this pivot, I would say starts here. You can see a wick. If you zoom in, you'll see that move right here. So this A, B stops there. That's your second degree AB base. Then your pivot starts here. Okay, so that's how I'm measuring that. So like, yeah, it is not easy to read. It is messy. It is very complex. But at the end of the day, you zoom out, you look for structural integrity. Sometimes it looks completely broken like an Algorand, but then you have to zoom out even more to understand why that is. So that's pretty much my read on what's happened. Again, another example, looking at an altcoin like Dodo, nothing's lost in structural integrity here. This has been the bear market accumulation. What do I mean by that? The bear market drawdown has to be absorbed. All that supply that's dumped on the market has to be absorbed, and it takes some time. Okay, people have to decide to buy all of that supply at cheaper prices. You're literally buying the base right here, right? The bottom of the bear market, the bottom of the bear market accumulation. Like anywhere here is a good buy. This is an excellent buy. This is literally buying the bottom of the bottom. Okay, nothing has changed. As you can see, that structural integrity, the structural integrity of that bear market accumulation, um, uh, what do you call that? A channel is maintained. Okay, so others are fearful. This is why you do technical analysis. You try to get an inkling as to what's going on. Again, Ethereum, nothing's broken, okay? Nothing's broken. May look freaky, may look a little bit scary, but understand that that move yesterday didn't break anything. You're still well within the range of your bear market accumulation. And here I would see this as your pivot. You're in your pivot. You're at the final stages, and it makes sense, guys. Look at this. Two things. Why does it make sense? One, look at the DXY. Okay, obviously the DXY is not trading right now, but if you look at it, it's at resistance. It's been at resistance, playing at resistance for days now. Okay, it's at resistance of a massive head and shoulders pattern. Let's zoom out really quickly for those of you who aren't familiar with this work. Here we go. It is at resistance of a massive head and shoulders pattern. Okay, when it does break, that is the move. Okay, so this is kind of it is coincident. It is very it's corroborative of our read of the markets, right? The other thing, look at Bitcoin dominance. What have we said about Bitcoin dominance? It has to go down in a real bull market, right? It went up a little bit yesterday, okay? And when does Bitcoin dominance go up, like impulsively? In a bear market, right? Everything loses value, but Bitcoin loses less of its value. So Bitcoin dominance goes up. So you would want to see a big impulsive trend in Bitcoin dominance to say, yeah, there's more bear market left. But what do you see here? Yesterday's move was basically a move back up into resistance, just like what you see in the DXY. You have a massive head and shoulders pattern, and you have Bitcoin dominance breaking below, retesting that head and shoulders pattern as resistance. That's exactly what you saw yesterday. Okay, so the idea that we're really close and that we're pretty much at the bottom of the bear market and still within striking distance of the beginning of the bull market is this is another indicator, a strong indicator showing you as much. Okay, and the last thing I want to show you, we're going to go back to pure price action. Let's go into the high time frames, right? Our Elliott wave count of all of this. Okay, and we're looking at Bitcoin right now, and as you can see, I have us in this minor wave 2 consolidation reversal. Okay, so we put in minor wave 1, and minor basically refers to the degree of this purple line. Okay, in Elliott wave theory, we call the different degrees different names. The cycle, primary, intermediate, minor, so on and so forth. So this minor wave 2, wave 1, wave 2 was complete here. This is the absorption of all of that supply, the drawdown, okay? You're still within striking distance of beginning this minor wave 3, which would be the 2023 bull market, okay? Right now, all you have done is created a throw under. Remember that term, a throw under of this channel. Okay, so guys, this is why I'm still buying. This is why, I'm still greedy, and I'm still very hopeful. And I believe it's highly probable, based off of all of this analysis, that the bull market is right around the corner. Okay, guys, hope you got value from this. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. Hope you're having a great day. There is no live stream tomorrow. No more live stream on Sundays. I'll see you again on Monday. Take care. Have a great day.
Next, please protect. Get a brace and find your place. It'll only take a sec for the damage to begin. Wreaking havoc on their drums. We cold, getting dumb, getting crazy style. Late night, height division. We be moving with precision. With 10 spots popping off, making some decision about hitting them one at a time with these ill rhymes. My love at the door, free drinks hitting the floor.